We've done games. We've done hobbying.
We have.
Things have happened. Danny, why don't you start us off?
Happened. All right. So I have continually tried to play Eldar several times to utter and complete failure. I guess I forgot how to play Eldar and my list sucks. So I'm going back to the drawing board on it and I'm going to try and mess around with a bunch of stuff.
I think my favorite comment you had about your list was like, no, I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to complain about the fact that it doesn't work. So what were you taking and kind of what was your intent with what you were taking, I guess would be the best part.
All right. So I had a lot of success in early and 8th edition with Azerman combined with a lot of Dire Avengers.
I literally stole that tactic from you.
It's pretty good. And so I've been running Ulthway because I'm a fanboy, and I should be running like a real craft world, like a custom craft world, like that's better. So I'm running Ulthway Battalion and a God, what are they called?
Harlequins.
Yeah, they're Harlequins, but they're the Sky Serpents. I forgot what their name is, actually. That's really sad. Anyway, Soaring Spite. That's the name of the anyway. Then I'm running a patrol of them. But like, I think I'm getting good elements of both armies, but I'm not getting enough of one for the synergy really to like explode. So I think I'm just going to drop the Harlequins and start playing pure craft world.
Yeah. I was going to say you're speaking about like not doing Elfway, but you have like such a boner for...
I do love Elthway, and I love Eldrad specifically.
Yeah, Eldrad specifically, you have a huge boner for.
He is my favorite 40k character.
So obviously he's going to be our worst person today.
He's absolutely not going to be our worst person today.
Sorry, he doesn't have enough traits to be a character. It's fine.
No, he doesn't.
No.
And man, his rules are really dated. He was such a good caster at the start of 8th, but now he's like not.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm playing with him. I've got a Warlock Skyrunner and Azerman, and then 3 squads of 10 Dire Avengers with Avenging Shots, and the Exarch has double catapults. And then I've got a unit of 5 Shining Spears and 2 units of Swooping Hawks. And then for the Harlequins, I have Troop Master with Pivotal Roll. So he always wins on a 2+, plus he gets to reroll failed to wound rolls. And he gets the bubble of failed to wound rolls, right? And then a squad of 10 Harlequins with 4 Kisses, 4 Caresses, and 2 Backup Dancers.
I still like every time I made you repeat that in our game.
Yeah.
And I giggled every time.
Man, it's going to be a regular makeout session when those guys get into combat. And then 2 units of 5 with 5 fusions, 2 Star Weavers, and a unit of 5 Sky Weavers with Haywire, of course. So it's pretty fast. Like the Hawks and stuff are really great at doing secondaries. Although I know Warp Spiders are better, so like I should probably try and take Warp Spiders. I have like 10 Warp Spiders painted, but God, I hate those models.
They're so bad.
They're so bad. So
they're like the epitome of 2nd edition to me, where it's everything is like how close to the chest, so the mold isn't huge.
Right.
And just
so it has no undercuts, right?
No.
So it's all like exposed.
Apart from the fact when the Finecast ones, which is the ones I have, and you just have so much like filing and cleaning to do for some of the stuff. Yeah.
I have 20 metal ones. And yeah, anyway. So I played first against our friend Wallace, who had Thousand Suns and Chaos Demons, who just won an RTT with that list, which is really good.
Yeah.
So nice job, Wally. And then I've got, so I played him and just got fucking thrashed. Like I deployed so badly. And, you have to actually like play good when you play Eldar. Like you have to put things in the right place and move in the right order and that kind of stuff. And I didn't. So I made some pretty critical mistakes and got punished really badly on the first turn and lost Azerman and my Troop Master right off the bat through some psychic power shenanigans.
And Wallace has been playing demons for like a long time now, so he's got it pretty dialed in for what he needs to do.
Yeah, and that list is really good. So it's really solid. And then I was able to like score maximum secondaries, but I wasn't able to compete on the primary at all. And so that was the same thing that happened in my game with John, where John just crushed me, and I got 0 primary points the entire game. I played a little bit better with the characters in that game. I think I was a little bit too aggressive at points, though, and like I should have held back a little bit with some of my units and not gotten quite so aggressive, but I don't know. I don't know why I decided that was a great idea, but it really wasn't. So I should have waited.
I think usually when you've played me, like going super aggressive has been very rewarding for you.
Sure.
Because I've tended to be pretty defensive when I play you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So in general, like lately, the armies that I've been playing, you have to play pretty aggressively. Necrons notwithstanding, because they're really a passive army in general. And I'm more of a passive player, I would say.
Yeah.
And like Necrons just kind of walk forward and tank stuff a lot of times, especially if you run infantry heavy, which I am. And I should have been a little bit more discreet with the Eldar, like maybe let you have the objective like the first turn and then taking it from you the second turn.
Right.
Because I like got in there almost immediately. I made bad plans. Like I put the Shining Spears into Plague Marines and lost all but one of my Shining Spears for like 2 Plague Marines or something like that because of the dude with the Strikes Last aura.
Yeah.
Which was tough. And then what else? I jumped the Harlequins in first turn. Like I got them into combat on the very first turn, and I shouldn't have done that either. Like that was a dumb move.
I think you killed 3 Plague Marines with your 10-man squad.
Oh my god, it was so bad. Yeah.
But then I charged them with Blight Haulers.
Right. The Harlequins?
Oh no! I charged them with more Plague Marines.
Yeah, and they just died.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think the moral of the story is I need to play a little bit less aggressively and play a little bit more cagey, which is great. I can play that way, and I should be playing that way. So my mistake on that. And then it also speaks to how much better John is, because John was able to capitalize on a lot of my mistakes and play a really smart, well thought out game for the most part. I think he made very few misplays in that game.
Thanks, man.
He did really good. Yeah.
I think when we talked about it afterwards, like one of the things is the list I'm playing right now is the list I played dozens of games with, and I'm at the point with it where the models aren't changing. I'm just changing around relics and kind of plague companies and and when I use strats.
Or like a unit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So this was the first time I ran Spawn.
Yeah.
They did really good. They got up the table super fast.
They're so good, man.
And they just shot blocked Dire Avengers, which is kind of what I wanted them to do there. Another thing I've been trying to do is I'm trying to play with my book open to the stratagems at War of the Spider. And trying to expand out what I can do, because I think we talked about it in our War of the Spider review. Death Guard have so many situational stratagems.
I think they have almost the second highest number of stratagems in the entire game for any one faction.
Right, for sure. And like a lot of them, but I was able to capitalize on a lot. Like you charged my Demon Prince with a troop of Harlequins, and I was able to use my 1 CP stratagem to let my unit of Plague Marines heroically intervene.
Yep.
And then what that let me do was wipe out that squad with flails before they could do anything to the Demon Prince.
Because I did get that Demon Prince down to like
1 wound.
Yeah, and there was a good chance that my Shining Spear Exarch was going to ace him.
Right.
And he just didn't.
Yeah, you had some horrific dice rolls.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't like to blame that.
For sure.
There was plenty of other reasons for me to lose.
You did a really good job of like blocking the backfield. So like when I brought in my drill, which was my assault drill, which has like my 10-man Plague Marine unit in it with the Biologist Putrefier and the Chaos Lord.
Right.
I could only throw 5 grenades. Because you had done a really good job of blocking me off of that, and I never finished my deploy scrambles secondary because I couldn't get a troop unit into the deployment zone.
Yeah.
But with those 5 grenades, I killed a 10-man Dire Avenger unit and a character.
Yep. Got down to just the Exarch left.
Yep.
And then just an Exarch, and then killed the Troop Master entirely. Yeah. And the Troop Master did nothing that game yet again. So
he had grenades thrown at him.
Yeah, right at his face.
But I think it goes, and I was listening again, referencing back to Chapter Tactics, which, much better podcast. Go listen to that. But they
whoa.
Much better podcast.
They're a much
Don't
better
listen to it.
competitive podcast. We're a much better.
They're a shitty hybrid podcast. Yeah, that's fair. They were talking about one of the benefits of teams is if you have a lower skill player in your team, like how do you help them improve?
Yeah.
And it's like you put them up against one of your best players, you beat the shit out of them over and over, tell them how you beat the shit out of them,
Right.
and then send them off into the world. And I think now for the past few years, Danny, you have literally just been like beating the shit out of me competitively.
Yeah, you did great, man.
And it really like playing against someone of your own skill level or lower, you learn very little.
Sure.
But
You can learn like some muscle memory stuff. Like,
Sure.
And I think that's probably pretty valuable to a lot of people just to like know, okay, in this situation, this is what I do.
but I don't think I would have been able to capitalize on your mistakes as much if I hadn't been playing you for like years and just getting my ass kicked. So thank you for letting me do that.
You are so
I was going to do like a visual joke for this where I was like, I was going to do a visual joke where it's like, yeah, I beat you, Danny. I'm going to put it on the wall of wins. And it was going to be like the whiteboard where you're going to have like 18 million check marks under the Danny wins. I'm just going to go put like one big one because that's literally the first time I've beaten you. It's like you and our friend Josh. You're my white whales where I've only beaten
Oh, you
you
still
once.
haven't beaten Josh yet?
I beat him once.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I beat him once when he was running a weird list he wanted to try out.
Got him.
Got him. And I beat you when you're going to see if you can make Eldar work. So we're going to ignore like the muscle memory armies that you're completely playing. We're just going to keep on doing like weird janky things. That's the only game I played. I have a game lined up actually against Wallace next week.
Nice. I have one for Saturday.
For see that. Yeah, I see that. It's like my Saturday freed up, but I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. I don't want to play didn't want to play Kevin anyway. And then yeah, I've done a ton of painting this week, which I had a couple of days off, so I got a lot of stuff kind of caught up. I painted a 5 spawn, my converted
Nice.
5 spawn. They're all good to go. So now I get my CP for my
Dude,
my
they look
victory points.
they look phenomenal too.
I'm
They
super
look great.
excited. The only problem is I use the Gallerpox Hullbreakers as bases, which works great for Nurgle. I cannot find them anywhere for less than $20 each.
That's so crazy.
So I'm going to have one amazing squad of Gallerpox. And I was talking it over with you. I'm going to buy some river trolls. I'm sorry, some Troggoths. They're Fellwater Troggoth.
Fellwater Troggoths is what they're called now.
So I'm going to use their bodies. And then I think I'm going to get some ogre heads. So they're going to have these big,
cool.
weird bodies and then tiny little heads.
God, do I have ogre heads?
I'm sure you do. You have a ton of ogres.
Well, no, I gave them to Hogshead.
Oh, that's right. Maybe. But anyway, like
see.
that's the plan for like my second squad. So I think I want to own 2 squads of spawn. I don't think I'll ever run it. And then I also ordered up, so I will be able to field the Oops All Blight Haulers.
Nice.
Because there's a list I really want to run that I saw online, and it was Mortarion and a Supreme Command. It was a Outrider detachment
Oh, okay.
with 3 units of 3 Blight Haulers, and I believe a Demon Prince. And then it was
Is that like the whole list?
and then it was a Chaos Demons Patrol
Oh, okay.
with a Great Unclean One with a bell and 2 units of 3 Nurglings.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
So like I think that list has a lot of play.
Yeah, that seems good.
And as much as I don't want to play someone else's list, that seems like really fun.
Yeah, it does seem like a fun list for sure.
So I'm going to run that. And
sounds
also,
cool.
who doesn't need 9 Blight Haulers?
Nobody.
Nobody. I finished painting up my Corn Lord this week too.
Nice.
And he looks rad. And Danny, you dropped off a bunch of corn guys, so I'm
did.
excited to kind of get those started so I can paint something else purple and gold. I painted a Beast of Nurgle and then kind of got the other 4 beasts ready for the next stage. And I enjoyed it so much, and that model is so characterful
Yeah.
that I think I'm going to buy just 1 Beast of Nurgle a month.
Oh, cool.
And then just
Wow.
have a couple of really big units of them because,
Dude, that sounds rad.
yeah, they're just so amazing
Do you have
looking.
Slimex?
I do have Slimex.
Yeah, nice.
So
Gotta have him too.
got to have him.
Yeah.
So you can poop out trees
Dude.
and buff beasts.
Well, yeah, he makes beasts pretty good.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that.
Nice.
Did you do any hobbying this past couple of weeks? You bought those amazing new dice.
I did. I got the Forge World dice for White Scars and Iron Hands. I got a couple sets of those. Let's see. Oh, I built the last Moriacs finally.
Oh yeah.
So I have to prime those, like, because those need to get done by the end of the month, and it is like more than halfway. So I'll do that. I mean, like my color.
Oh, is that
scheme
what you're
for
taking
knights-
to this invitational?
No, that's what I'm taking for. That's what I did for the paint challenge.
Oh, I thought you were going to take it as like you monster.
I could take that.
Yeah,
I think I do okay.
I think you do pretty good.
Yeah. What else? I built a bunch of terrain.
Oh, you did, yeah.
So I built like 3 sets of ruins. I built another box of the add-on for the starter set for terrain.
Yeah.
So now I have enough of the cardboard boards to do a full table.
You show off, you.
And I have a lot of pipes. Like, believe me,
You're gonna lay some pipe.
Let me tell you about how much pipe I got. I could lay
Yeehaw.
easy 4 inches.
Yeehaw.
Why is that offensive?
Because you have so
You
much
know what?
pipe.
Yeehaw to you too.
Oh, jeez. That's all the yees we can haw.
Yep. But not the haws we can yee.
But we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. I'm sure you had more, but this seems like a natural
Oh, it's good. It's fine.